Many celebrities change partners as often as they change their underwear, so many relationships slip by the wayside into obscurity, where those involved hope to forget all about it. Today, we'll dig up the past and have a look at some of those exceptionally unlikely relationships, plus couples that you had no idea were actually dating or married and are slightly less embarrassing. 29 famous celebrity couples you didn't know about. Number 29. Under the Radar. It was back in 2002 that Isla Fisher and Sacha Baron Cohen met for the first time at a party in Sydney. It was an instant connection for the pair, who became engaged in 2004. They really don't like to flaunt their relationship, and you have to wonder if that does help them keep stronger. They are still going strong and have 3 kids together: Olive, Elula, and Montgomery. Number 28. Love at First Sight. Well, maybe not, but this unlikely pair did share a few good memories. Moby and Natalie Portman once dated in 2001, although Moby did admit to receiving quite a bit of abuse over their relationship. In his own words, "As far as the very brief affair that I had with Natalie, it's made me a target of a lot of nerd wrath. You don't date Luke Skywalker's mom and not have them hate your guts." Number 27. Not meant to be. Alexis Bledel and Milo Ventimiglia have the perfect on-screen romance, and it was lovely to see it develop on the series Gilmore Girls. Did you know that they also fell in love for real? They dated for 3 whole years, but decided to end it in 2006. Alexis did mention that they contemplated marriage, but that's where it ended. Alexis is now married to Vincent Kartheiser from Mad Men, and they have 1 child. Number 26. Let's Be Friends. Our Sex and the City superstar Sarah Jessica Parker and our very own Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., were officially a couple for a number of years and dated from 1984 to 1991. It wasn't all for naught, though, as Downey only has good things to say about her, as seen in an interview in 2016. Number 25. I Do. Another couple that doesn't like to brag too much about their relationship are Adam Brody and Leighton Meester, who found fame as teenagers in The OC and Gossip Girl. They got married in 2014 and had a baby girl in 2015. Brody was answering some questions on Reddit once about his relationship with Meester, and when he was asked what his favorite thing about her was, his reply, "Too many to count. She's the best." Number 24. Worth the wait. They met at an after party for SNL and hit it off right away. But at the time, Olivia Wilde was already dating someone. So Jason Sudeikis decided to be patient, and his patience paid off. They dated for 6 years, got engaged, had a couple of kids, and are perfectly happy, without the need to go rushing down the aisle. So refreshing. Number 23. Opposites attract. Ryan Gosling and Sandra Bullock were an item between 2002 and 2003 after they met on the set of the movie Murder by Numbers. Bullock is 16 years his senior, but that didn't seem to bother them at all. It didn't work out, and if rumors are to be believed, Bullock was heartbroken when things didn't pan out. Number 22. Just not the one. For 2 years, were you aware that Bradley Cooper and Renee Zellweger actually dated? We know, right? The union seems so bizarre now, but it's the truth. They met on the set of Case 39 in 2006 and eventually separated, with Cooper stating his work commitments got too much to focus solely on the relationship. Number 21. It's not you, it's me. Uma Thurman and Gary Oldman were married from 1990 to 1992. They too met on set while filming State of Grace. Articles suggest the relationship was hard for Thurman, and Oldman is now on wife number 5, so perhaps there is some truth to those stories. Number 20. Love conquers all. Here's really hoping it does. Elsa Pataky and Chris Hemsworth walked down the aisle in 2010 and have had 3 children since then, but things of late have been a little tense between them. Some reports suggest that Hemsworth is wanting a 4th child, while others tell a different story of Pataky wanting him to spend more time at home with her and the kids. Whatever the reasons, let's hope that they remain the magical couple we've all gotten used to. Number 19. Match made in heaven. Here's another couple that definitely don't flaunt their relationship, but when you see them together, you realize just how perfect they are for each other. Nick Offerman and Megan Mullally from Will and Grace have been together for a whopping 16 years. They really should share some of their relationship secrets, as we could probably all learn something from them. Number 18. Kiss and tell. Peter Krause and Lauren Graham like to keep their relationship quite private, so it was rather surprising to learn that they've been in a relationship since 2010. They played brother and sister in the series Parenthood, which aired from 2010 to 2015. Number 17. Everything happens for a reason. Oh yes, one of the biggest cliches when it comes to failed relationships, just like this one. A long time ago, David Arquette and Drew Barrymore were an item. This was in 1991, when Arquette was just 19 and Barrymore was 16. Number 16. I need to focus on my career. January Jones and Ashton Kutcher. Yep, that was back in 1998. They were official for 3 years, but reports suggest that Kutcher wasn't really supporting Jones in her career, and that was one of the reasons things just didn't work out. Number 15. I need some space. This one may surprise you, but did you know that Alanis Morissette and Ryan Reynolds dated for 5 years? They were even engaged in 2004, but things fizzled out and they ended the relationship amicably. Number 14. Mr. and Mrs. It's been 6 years down the line and things are still going strong for Daniel Craig and Rachel Weisz. They didn't have a lavish, flashy wedding, but rather a private ceremony with just her son and his daughter. This is by far one of the most private marriages in Hollywood, and we think it's pretty admirable. Number 13. Long forgotten. Many have long forgotten this one, but for a brief moment, Lance Armstrong and Ashley Olsen were linked together. Sounds hard to believe, we know, but they had a short fling in 2007 where they were snapped sharing a kiss and also caught leaving a hotel together in the early hours of the morning. Number 12. Plenty of fish in the sea. Matthew Perry and Heather Graham shared some intimate moments in 2003 when they dated, albeit very briefly. Fortunately, the pair remained friends, and Graham even guest starred in 2 episodes of Perry's show, Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip. Number 11. Marital Bliss. They do come across as an unlikely match, but Marcus Mumford from Mumford & Sons and Carey Mulligan from Great Gatsby have been betrothed since 2012. They like to keep their marriage ultra private, but close friend Sienna Miller has divulged just a little. She says, they have chickens and a dog and roasts and friends, jams by campfires. It's sort of idyllic, she told Vogue. Number 10. No love lost. Were you even aware that this even happened? Amy Poehler and John Stamos were a thing. Okay, we're exaggerating a little bit. Poehler explains it as a bit of a rebound thing after she split from Will Arnett. She does admit it didn't go very far at all, but we wonder if there's a little pang of regret there. Number 9. Sealed with a kiss. Seal and Tyra Banks dated for a while in 1996, but during their time together only went public once. Reasons as to why it didn't work out aren't clear, and very little information is available about that time in their lives. Number 8. You deserve someone better. The late 90s saw an unexpected collaboration between Fergie and Justin Timberlake, and we're not talking about music. Timberlake was only 16, and Fergie was 23. It didn't last, and shortly thereafter, Timberlake and Britney Spears became the couple that many would still like to see reconnect. Number 7. Blast from the past. Leonardo DiCaprio and Naomi Campbell, yes, you heard correctly, dated back in 1995. The relationship took place just before he starred in Titanic, and he hasn't looked back once. Number 6. Almost unbelievable. If we didn't have photographic evidence of this one, many would probably not believe it actually happened. Ryan Reynolds and Kristen Johnston were a pair in 1999 when they made it public by attending the premiere for The Green Mile together. They only dated for 5 months, but it's another to add to Reynolds' list of Hollywood women. Number 5. Love doesn't last forever. Pink and Joey Fatone from NSYNC are a testament to that. Well, actually, it was rather one-sided, as Pink admitted that Fatone was in love with her. She recalls their one date with fondness, saying Fatone even asked her dad if he could take her out. They went to Friendly's for an ice cream, and she said he was a real sweetheart. Number 4. Chalk and cheese. When did this happen? It was in 2006 when Nick Lachey and Kim Kardashian dated for a short stint. Kim was trying to find her fame as an LA socialite, which is one of the reasons Lachey called it off. He says she would alert the paparazzi as to where they would be so they could get photographed together and be published online. He truly believes that she used him to rise to fame. Number 3. An unlikely pair. Janet Jackson and Matthew McConaughey had a fling in 2002 after they met at the Grammys. He was spotted leaving her home the following morning carrying his shoes. Janet hinted that it was true, but he denied it vehemently, stating they're just friends, exchanged music, and got along really well. How well? I guess we'll never really know. Number 2. Age is but a number. There's 16 years between the two, but it didn't seem to bother them back in 1987. That's the time when Tom Cruise and Cher were an actual couple. Cher said she was crazy about him. Number 1. I think we should see other people. In this case, for sure, because Cristiano Ronaldo has recently had a baby with Georgina Rodriguez. and he's definitely not seeing Vanessa Hopenkoten. It must be quite interesting for well-known people to read about their supposed relationships they're having. This image emerged in 2016, stating the pair were together. Vanessa commented afterwards, stating that she'd never even met the player.